Hello, everybody. This is Bella and Ashley, and we are inviting you into our universe to have a little glimpse of what we have been doing for the last months, actually. It is a combination of Gene Keys and human design, but we are developing a method that's going to allow you to come into the two systems at the same time, actually, and use them as a life path or stepping stones into your own liberation, you could say. Ashley, can you tell them a little bit about the method and how we came up with it and what it is?
Yeah, so it's just, I mean, it's about bridging the gap between these two systems. Obviously, there's so many different avenues and portals and ways that you can align with yourself. I mean, we see tons of personality tests in the world. I mean, the Enneagram and the Myers-Briggs, these are ones that are generated from like astrologically, where you were born, what time you were born, the date you were born. So they're a little more precise than what you can manipulate with your mind. And so I think the reason that we're bridging these two is because they have their unique way of delivering the information to you, where human design might be a little bit more masculine, or mechanical, and Gene Keys might be a little bit more feminine and contemplative and like flowy with it, right? So when we bridge the gap between both of them, we're able to merge the masculine and feminine into this divine union. And that's what's going to allow you to have this transformation, because you can't leave one part of you over here and just hyper focus over here. It's about integrating both of them in the center so that you can be in your center and in integrity with yourself. And it's not rejecting one side or the other. It's, can we have peace and unite with all of them? And so that's what we're doing. And that's our mission here right now, is to bridge the gap between these, to give you the foundation and the understanding here so that you can dive in and play in this universe with us. Now, again, we said Gene Keys and human design isn't the only thing that we play with, but these are the systems that we are bringing to you to help you unbox yourself, to help you come into alignment with your truth and your divine essence so that you can be the creative, unique spark that you are on this planet. So, yes.
And Ashley, tell us about how can it look before you get unboxed? Like, what was your life before you actually took on this journey and this mission?
Yeah, so I just did what I was supposed to do. I was a really good student of life. And by life, I mean what society told me to be like, what my parents told me to be like, what my husband told me to be like, what I just listened to everything outside of me. I never found my true center, my true voice, or my compass. I was just being the best that I could be from the parameters that other people set for me. So I was meeting other people's expectation, getting married, doing the things that I should do. You should get married. You should go to school. You should get a degree. You should have children. And then 4 kids later, and I mean, my kids are the ones that woke me up, and it started with my first kid, and that was the adventure. So like nine years ago, I began to kind of start to wake up from my slumber, and these systems helped me decondition myself from the shoulds and the expectations. So I'm so grateful that these systems found me, because before, the box that I was creating was, I didn't even create it. It was super oppressive. Like I felt like a victim. I felt like I could never actually meet those expectations. I judged myself so much. And then I judged myself for not being content. Oh, I'm supposed to be happy being this or that, but I'm not. Why am I not happy? And so I kept asking myself, who am I? I don't know who I am. Someone tell me who I am. Because I sure as heck wasn't going to ask myself, who are you? Who do you want to be? I didn't trust myself. And so it took these systems and diving into these systems for me to be able to take off all the layers of conditioning and expectations and come into alignment with who I actually am and who I was designed to be. Does that answer the question?
Yeah, no, I love it. And it's often when we are either not really happy or in a gap, like we left things behind, and we have some kind of vision, but it's like every morning when you wake up, you also kind of need to be practical. So there is something with these systems too that can help us both in the short run and the long run, like along the journey. And then when we do it together too, we are mirrors to each other, so that also makes it more fun. And it's like we were saying before, like all of us, we have like a different box, you know. Your container of life is your unique container. It's going to look a little bit different. So it can also be fun to look at it yourself. What do you put in your container? What do you have in your life? What do you nurture your body with, which is a kind of container? Your home, your friendships. And then what do you have in your box? Like Ashley, what do you have in your box?
I have a bunch of different crystals. So to activate my creativity, my passion, enthusiasm, and ecstasy, my intuition. And then I have a key to courage, because I think it takes you recognizing that something's sparking and lighting up in you and pulling you, and it may be scary, but it's about having the courage to take initiative and to open that door, to unlock the potential there. And so I keep reminding myself, have the courage to unlock that door, go through it, and see what's waiting for you there. So that's what I have in there so far. What's in your box?
I have a dream catcher. And for me, that's the main thing. For me, it shows that life is full of opportunities, and that opportunities, when they come, they are here to be catched. And it's not to wait and think it might come back. Each opportunity is unique, and it's your life. Your life is an opportunity. Your box is an opportunity to put in it. And then I have a lot of things that have to do with pleasure. Because for me, being a human being, it's like, it's all about how rich is this life, and how much can I enrich my life. I'm not so much about stuffing things that are about just material wealth, for example. I really want to feel the enrichment of being here. So my life and my box, that's more and more what I've been learning with the system. What is true nurturing? Because that's what I feel like many times we are a little bit misunderstood. What do I need? What's my vision? Okay, I want this much money every month or on my bank account. But what about the everyday enrichment? And that's also why I feel these systems are coming back, and together we can remind ourselves what's important every day, instead of getting lost in some kind of intangible vision of prosperity that we don't really even get to.
Yeah, and not what somebody tells you is important. It's what is really important to you, what is essential to you. And it's going to be a process of purging and letting go and refining and crystallizing and saying, what's for me, what's not for me. It's discernment. And you're here to listen to and answer the call of your soul and your heart. And we're here to be boundless. We're here to be free. And these systems give you the opportunity to align with your divine design. And then eventually you're going to evolve past that. You're going to unlock true freedom and potential for you. And it's going to feel completely different. And it's going to be so liberating. And that's what we're here to do, is to liberate freedom in your life. You're here to be the game changer, and to be creators. We're not here to be players in the game. I mean, you could be really good at being a player of the game and win the game, but wouldn't it be better to be the creator of your reality and create your own universe, and you're actually creating the game, instead of feeling like you're a victim of the rules of the game? So that's why we keep unboxing farther and farther and farther. But you kind of need to know and evolve past each of these containers, right? You're evolving past the container that you're in right now, where you feel cramped and it's like, I can't fully express myself. I don't even know who I am. Or I don't know what my mission is, or I know what my mission is, but I feel so cramped in here, and it's about expanding past all these boxes. And you're just met with another one and another one and another one, until you come into this creator consciousness, and you feel like, okay, I'm the one that's creating these boxes. I'm the one that's creating this game. I'm the one that's creating the rules of my life, and I'm manifesting exactly what I want in this world. That's why we're here. It's a playground. It's a Leela. It's a play, and you get to decide what costume you wear.
Yeah, and I feel like Ashley and me, with our journeys, we are almost experts of fragmentation. So when you come into our container, we can see where things are not bridged together. So it's really about finding the fragmentation and becoming aware of it yourself. So how can your personality and your soul, how can you bridge that gap? How can you bridge the gap between your body and your mind? The gap between, like, there's so many gaps. And when you become more aware, you're going to be able to pinpoint them. And then with awareness, when it comes in, then the easy and the fun part is actually to make things come together. So
yeah, and when you come into our universe and our container, the thing that you can expect from us, because I mean, the truth of our essence, I mean, Bella's here to help unite you with your inner guidance. It's not, oh, aligned to where Bella's going, aligned to who Bella is, aligned to her direction in life. No, it's about aligning to your own inner guidance so that you can follow that spark, you can follow that path. And I'm here to give you peace of being. It's okay to be yourself. It's okay to be in your naturalness. You don't have to meet the expectations of others. Have peace knowing that you are here to be yourself, and that is enough. You don't have to do, you get to be, to receive. And it's a playground. We get to go and experience the things we want to experience. So when you come into our universe, that's part of what is important for us, is bringing you into alignment with the feeling of, I know who I am, I have peace with who I am, and I know where I'm going. You have to, and the whole bridging is all about orienting and uniting the parts of us. It's picking up the pieces. It's like soul retrieval. We're here to bring that together. And then once you have all the pieces of you inside, you're going to start to experience this rebirth. And that process of rebirthing can be dark. It can be exciting. It can be all the things. And so that's kind of what we're moving into as well, as can we be the doula of your design and help you rebirth into this creator, this beautiful divine being that you're meant to be, that you always were. You are it now. It's a, can you come into the trust and reality that, yes, I am that. I accept this. I am initiating into this. Will you accept the initiation and the invitation?
Yeah, and I can promise that when we start the journey, there are going to be synchronicities. So even in the maybe more difficult moments of rebirth, or even going down to kind of seeing what's in the underworld, there are going to start to be synchronicities, because when we are in alignment, and this, when the soul and the personality, when everything we are comes into core stability, things start to line up, and we're going to start to feel synchronicities. And these are signs that we are on the right path. And those synchronicities are going to bring opportunities, are going to bring things. So when we aren't fixed on the way it has to happen, we're open to the synchronicities. That's how we start unlocking once the bridging of the fragmentation has started to come together.
Yeah. So, I mean, if this feels resonant to you, if you feel like this is the next step for you, we have resources and things available for you to begin the journey, to align yourself with this journey and feel like you understand like what the path is about and how to decipher this coding. Because in the beginning you look at it and you're saying to yourself, I don't know what I'm looking at. It's cool. I don't know what I'm looking at. Well, we want to transform this oh cool to getting curious about going deeper in it, to go deeper in it, to walk the path, to walk the walk, to talk the talk, to come into alignment. It's all about alignment. Once you're in alignment, you're able to channel divine inspiration. You're able to pull those things from the field and stick them in your dream catcher and say, oh, I just caught this. I'm going to go manifest this. It's about taking the pure potential that's available to you and then beginning to manifest it. But you have to come into alignment with your divine spark and purpose, or else you're going to be manifesting things that aren't even like aligned for you, because you're going to be a little bit off center saying, I'm going to be like that person. That person has it figured out. I'm going to be like them. It's not about comparison. It's not about worthiness at all. Everybody's innately worthy and everybody is enough. And it's, can you just come into peace with your design and say, this is who I am and this is what I desire. And I'm not compromising that. And I'm not doing what somebody else is telling me to do or saying this or that. It's really, can you trust that you know who you are and where you're going? So if you're ready, click below and you'll be able to get the intros to Human Design and Gene Keys, and that'll start you on your journey. And then you can expand into more opportunities of bridging the gaps elsewhere. But this is kind of the first box you want to kind of expand into. So we're going to unbox where you were. We're going to create a new container for transformation to happen. And then eventually you're going to want to bridge different things. So this is step one. So welcome to the journey, and I'm excited to see where you go.